In this video, we're diving into what it really takes to set up payments, shipping, and products on Shopify. What's going on, everyone? My name's Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you build and manage your first online store without feeling overwhelmed. Now, have you ever wondered why some stores seem to take off overnight, while others struggle to process orders? The answer often lies in the nuts and bolts of how products are listed, how payments are handled, and how shipping options are set up. These moving parts are the backbone of any e-commerce business, and when they're set up correctly, they make your store run smoothly and your customers feel confident shopping with you. Getting started with Shopify, creating your account. Now, the first step on your Shopify journey is signing up for an account. So we made it really easy for you guys, and we put a link down below in the description where you can go ahead and get started with Shopify. Just click on that link and it'll bring you to this page right here, where you can go ahead and try it for 3 days totally free. After that, it's just $1 per month for your first 3 months. So let's go ahead and get started now. We're gonna go ahead and just paste in our email address here and click next. And then it's gonna ask us to create a password. So we'll go ahead and do that and click create Shopify account. Now from here, it's going to go ahead and ask us to put in our credit card information and choose a plan, which we don't have to do right away. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip that for now. And right now I'm gonna go ahead and skip the customized setup and just get right into it. And just like that, we now have a Shopify account and we're ready to start building our website. So after you've created your account, you'll land in Shopify's admin dashboard. This is your command center where you'll add products, customize your site, and configure the settings like payments and shipping. So let's start by choosing a theme that matches your brand. So Shopify offers both free and paid themes, and you can preview how they look before committing to one. So let's go ahead and do that now. Over here on the left-hand side, we have this online store. So let's go ahead and click on that. And here we are in the theme. So we can go ahead and click here to view our store. And this is what it currently looks like right now. So this is the Dawn theme, which is provided to you by Shopify. It's very basic, but it works. Now, if we come back here, we can go to themes. And if we scroll down here, we've got popular free themes right here. So you can visit the theme store. They've got a couple right here. And right off the bat, I'm kind of liking this one right here. So let's go ahead and just add that in right now. Okay, so now let's go ahead and we'll click on view store. And we can see it pretty much looks the same. It has all the same placeholders, but we sort of got to see what the potential would look like with that, with this right here. So once you pick a theme, you can use the drag and drop editor to customize the layout, colors, and fonts so your store feels unique. The goal at this stage is to create a clean, easy to navigate storefront that guides visitors to your products, which this theme and setup currently does good enough for now. Adding products to your store, product details. Adding products is where your store starts to really come alive. To get started, we want to click the add product button in the admin panel, and you'll see fields for product titles, descriptions, images, pricing, and inventory levels. Your product title should be clear and descriptive. Think about what your customers might type into a search bar when looking for something like yours. In the description, tell a story that explains what problem your product solves and why it matters. Avoid jargon and keep the language friendly. High quality photos and videos are essential because they allow shoppers to inspect items as if they were holding them. Don't be afraid to upload multiple images from different angles or add a short video showing the product in use. So if we come over here on the left-hand side, we've got products. So we can go ahead and click on that, and you can either add a product or you can import a product. So let's go ahead and click on add product for now. And this is what it looks like inside of Shopify. So you can go ahead and add a title right here. You can add a description below that. And this is where you can add images, videos, or 3D models under the media. You can edit the product organization. So this is where you can select the type, the vendor, any collections that you have, which are essentially like categories for your products. There's like groups of stuff. And then categories, right? This is where you can get a little more fractional. Think of if you were shopping on Amazon, the different categories up there in the search bar. This is where that would fall. So again, the example that they have here is short sleeve t-shirt. So let's select like clothing or something, apparel. We'll go clothing. This would be clothing tops. Wow, they get very granular here. We'll go t-shirts. There we go. So now I just added those 9 different meta fields. Now here we can go ahead and add a price. Maybe we sell this for $29.99. And you got some different options here. So you can like compare at, you can charge tax or cost per item. And down below here, this is where you have inventory, where Shopify can keep track of your inventory. So let's say you have 100 units of this this, as people purchase it, that number will reflect the actual amount of stock that you have after people buy it. Organizing products and collections. So as your product catalog grows, organizing it becomes important. Shopify lets you group products into collections which act like categories. For example, if you sell clothing, you might create collections for shirts, pants, and accessories. Collections make it easier for customers to find what they're looking for without having to sift through every item. You can create automated collections that include products based on tags or conditions that you set, or you can curate manual collections by hand-picking items. Use tags and descriptive product types so that internal search works properly and visitors can filter by size, color, and other attributes. Setting up payments. Choosing payment methods. So getting paid is the heart of any online store. Shopify gives you multiple options for processing payments, and your choice depends on factors like where you're located, what your customers prefer, and how much control you want over fees. Within the payments section of the admin settings, you'll see recommended options such as Shopify payments, PayPal, and some other third-party gateways. To get started, click Activate next to the method you want to use and follow the prompts. You'll need to enter information about your business, such as your address and tax identification numbers, and connect your bank account so deposits are made. So to navigate there, let's come back here to Home. Let's come here to Settings, and we'll come to Payments. This is where you can go ahead and choose. You can either select Shopify Payments, or you can see all other providers here. So, and here's all the other options that you can choose. Shopify Payments versus third-party gateways. So Shopify Payments is the platform's built-in solution powered by Stripe. It's easy to set up and it supports all major credit and debit cards, as well as digital wallets like Apple Pay and Google Pay. A big advantage of Shopify Payments is that you don't pay extra transaction fees on top of your subscription. However, it's only available in certain countries, so if you operate outside of those regions, you'll need to use a third-party gateway. Third-party gateways such as PayPal, Authorize.net, or country-specific providers can be enabled by following similar steps. Just click the Add Provider, select your gateway, and enter your account credentials. Keep in mind that these gateways may charge their own fees, and Shopify may add a small surcharge. If you want to offer more flexibility, consider enabling manual payment methods such as cash on delivery, bank transfers, or custom options. These methods are great for local customers who prefer to pay offline, and they come without additional transaction fees from Shopify. So to enable them, just scroll to the bottom of the payments page and add a manual method, then provide instructions that will appear at checkout. Always be clear about how and when you expect payment to avoid confusion. So what I recommend is Shopify Payments. It's built right in and it doesn't charge any additional fees. So from here, you just click on Complete Account Setup and just follow these steps here to set up Shopify Payments. So you can go ahead and put in your information here and just a couple more numbers to get started. Setting up shipping. Shipping basics and strategies. So shipping might seem like a logistical headache, but Shopify makes it manageable. First, consider how you'll fulfill orders. Are you shipping products yourself from home or a warehouse? Or will you be using a drop shipping service? If you're shipping, you'll need to know the dimensions and weight of each product, since carriers calculate rates based on these metrics plus the destination. So to help customers know what to expect, Shopify lets you set up shipping zones and rates. A shipping zone can be a country, a state, or a group of regions where you ship. Next, decide on your pricing strategy. Many sellers offer free shipping to encourage purchases, but you still need to cover your costs. You can build shipping costs into product prices or set a minimum order value for free shipping. Another option is to charge flat rates. For example, you might charge a standard fee for domestic orders and a different fee for international orders. If you prefer real-time carrier rates, then Shopify integrates with major carriers so that shipping fees are calculated dynamically at checkout based on weight, size, and destination. You just need to make sure that you have that information on the back end of each and every one of your products. Real-time rates can give customers transparency, but they can also lead to sticker shock if the rates are high. So let's navigate to that area now. Here we have the shipping and delivery section here. This is where you can create a custom profile to set different rates or restrict destinations for specific products. So you can go ahead and click in here. This is the only product that we have right now. So this is where we can go ahead and edit those shipping zones. So right now we have domestic. So express shipping is $15. Standard is free for orders in $70 and up. And standard is for $0 to $69.99 and it'll be $8. Now, if we wanted to add a rate, we can do so right here. So we can use carrier or app to calculate rates. This is where you need to integrate with something else. For example, maybe we do UPS second day air AM automatically show up, and we'll go ahead and maybe do like a 5% and click done. 5% handling fee. Launching and optimizing your store. Customizing themes and pages. With payments and shippings configured, you're nearly ready to go live. But before you do, double check your store's look and feel. Customize your theme further by adding your logo, adjusting fonts, and aligning colors with your brand. Make sure to create essential pages like an about page, a contact page, an FAQ page, and policies for refunds, privacy, and shipping. These pages really build trust because they show that your business is transparent and prepared. Testing, analytics, and next steps. Now, before launching, place a test order. Shopify allows you to enable a test payment gateway so you can walk through the checkout process without charging your card. Testing helps you spot issues with taxes, shipping rates, or notifications. Once you're satisfied, remove the password on your online store to make it public. After your store is live, it's important to track how customers interact with it. Link your store to Google Analytics and Search Console to monitor traffic, bounce rates, and search queries. These insights help you make data-driven adjustments, whether that means rewriting product descriptions, tweaking pricing, or optimizing your site's navigation. Continually refine your store by listening to customer feedback and watching how products perform. Add new products, update your collections, and experiment with promotional offers. Running a successful online store is an ongoing process, but when you have your payments, shipping, and products set up correctly, you've built a strong foundation. After launch, marketing and scaling. Launching your store is really only the beginning. To drive consistent traffic, invest time in marketing. Start with the basics. Establish a presence on social media platforms where your audience hangs out. Create content that showcases your products in real-life scenarios, and run targeted ads to reach new customers. You can also collaborate with influencers or other small businesses to cross-promote products and gain exposure to wider audiences. As sales pick up, explore scaling options. Integrate email marketing tools to send newsletters with exclusive offers and new arrivals. Use Shopify apps for abandoned cart recovery to remind shoppers of items they left behind. So that's how to set up payments, shipping, and products in Shopify. If you want to get started with Shopify, we've got that link for you down in the description below. This is an affiliate link, which means we earn a small commission when you use it at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the channel, we make videos on how to create websites, explore different website builders, discuss domain names, and so much more, so be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you here in the next video.